Diversity.
Bullshit?
Inclusion.
Bullshit.
Equity.
I don't give a fuck.
We go to Hollywood where some of the most diverse shows on TV and streaming are being canceled. But why?
Can fucking current dayers!
Aren't all the boxes being checked?
Fucking pronouns!
I'm Jazz Berganzo and this
It's really hard.
is What's Next.
And here we go.
Happy Friday, guys. Jazz Berganzo, What's Next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today as we go into the weekend. 7 months. 7 glorious months of Hollywood strikes. Yes, you had those writers strike who were saying, you know what? We deserve our monies. We deserve to get paid. We deserve our equity. Well, for those 7 months, we actually watched reruns. For those 7 months, we actually did other things. You know, we left the house. We met with people. We had lunch. Also, we did go on Netflix and Hulu and other streaming channels and podcasts and what have you. But for 7 months, you had no wokeness. You had no shitty content. You had no forced diversity, inclusion, equity. Well, strike's over. Back to work. And supposedly new, fresh content is coming in February. But for some, because of diversity, inclusion, and equity, well, they're not coming back. And I wonder why. Here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. John Nolte. Majority of most inclusive TV shows already canceled. Again, I scratch my head. The USC Annenberg Inclusion Initiative's latest list of television's most inclusive shows revealed that a majority of those shows are no longer on the air or have not been renewed. Gee, I can't imagine why. Quote, the list compiles of data regarding on-screen and behind-cameras personnel to rank the 100 most inclusive broadcasting cable series 21 and a 22 broadcast season streaming series from 21 to 23, reports the Messenger. The list also includes the top 20 producers of the most inclusive shows on TV. The research team took over 560 series airing on broadcast cable and streaming platforms across 15 inclusion indicators. Inclusion indicators. And guess what those 50 inclusion indicators are? Yep, more of the nonsense. The indicators ranked gender, race, ethnicity, alphabet, disability, age representation for series regular casts. But a troubling trend emerges when the looking list of the inaugural list and majority of the most inclusive shows have already ended, been canceled, or in renewal limbo. See if you know some, because I sure as hell don't. Number 1, Queen Sugar on the Oprah Network. Yeah, it lasted 7 seasons. Who the hell knew this fucking show existed? 2, The Baby on HBO. Never heard of it. Don't give a fuck. Aired after 1 season. It crashed after 1. Naomi. That was a wonderful superhero show of an inclusivity. Canceled after 1 season. All American Homecoming. Gee, let's see. A show about high schoolers, gender diversity, blacks screaming at white kids and white kids screaming at black kids. Gee, I wonder why it only lasted 1 season. 20s, never heard of it. Who cares? Queens, never heard of it. Canceled. The Kings of Napa, canceled. 4400, heard of it. Canceled. Sisters, BET, canceled. P-Valley, never heard of it. Raising Dion, never heard of it. Jennifield, Gentified. Okay. The Garcias, again. Last Days of Ptolemy Gray? Apple series. Who cares? Reasonable Doubt. Now and Then. Rap Shit. Gee. With Love. First Kill. Swarm. Canceled, 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 not renewed. Limbo. Canceled, 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 and canceled. But the good news is, The report can read as part of a larger narrative of Hollywood is pivoting away from diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts that stepped up with the amid of the vaunted St. George Kirby protests in 2020. Oh, you mean the riots that burned down over almost 24 cities at the cost of $5 billion of taxpayer money? Yeah, that. The cancellation of these shows can be interpreted as part of a trend that also includes the exits of multiple DEI executives from major Hollywood companies last summer, as if studio leaders are deciding inclusion isn't profitable enough. Gee, again, I scratch my head. We can only hope. What Hollywood is doing with racial minorities can only be described as grotesque disservice, going all the way back to the 80s. Most every field of entertainment, movies, Eddie Murphy, daytime TV, Oprah, primetime TV, Bill Cosby, music, Michael Jackson, Tina Turner, Prince, etc., comedy, Richard Pryor, and sports were dominated by a flood of black talent, and the whole country embraced without ever thinking about race. Being an 80s kid, Gen Xer, fact, and fact. The 80s were my high school years, and no one thought a thing about when a white teenager girl tacked posters of black superstars on her wall. Because we all did it. What made those black celebrities straight up 80s superstars was their universal appeal, which gave them careers that lasted decades. Oh, forgot Michael Jordan, and Dominique Wilkins, Magic Johnson, Dr. J. What Hollywood is doing in racial minorities is using them as a woke cannon fodder. These performers finally have a long overdue opportunity to hit the big time, but their unappealing diversity, preachy, smug shows, roles, and hired for kills their careers on the launch pad. Becoming a star requires one thing above all: audience goodwill. Entertainment refuses to generate career-making goodwill. Instead, everything divides. Scolds, lectures, insults. This turns everyone off of every color, which is why we are buried in shows featuring non-whites, but no Morgan Freeman, Denzel, Pam Grier, Will Smith, Sidney Poitier, or 80s Whoopi Goldberg has emerged. Excuse me. This is why no beloved Good Times, Family Matters, Fresh Prince, Scandal, The Wire, Rock, Sanford and Son, All in the Family, Chico and the Man. Just saying. These also inclusive shows are not being canceled because America's racist. Besides, no television show or movie needs a single white person to become a hit. There are 47 million black people in this country. Only 15% of them watch a show. It will be a hit. Well, where are all the left wing? Hillary Clinton's, Joe Biden voters. Just 10% tune in, you have a hit show. The survey doesn't really reveal a tolerance problem in America. It reveals a quality problem in left-wing Hollywood. Simply put, the shows that are in Hollywood, the TVs, the TV shows, streaming shows, movies, they all suck balls. They do. Because instead of having creativity, initiative, drive, original content, using established characters, using canon as your blueprint, what do? Oh, no. We need to be diverse. We need to be inclusive. We need to have equity in our programming because we have to be, equal to everyone. We have to have representation for everyone. No, you need to put out good content. You need to stop with the lazy writing. That's the reason why these shows are getting canceled, because no one gives a about these shows. They don't. I had no problem watching Bill Cosby in the 80s. Family Matters. Good Times. When I was a wee little jazz bro. I had no problem watching these shows because I didn't look at these shows and go, well, you know what? I need representation. As a Puerto Rican American, I need representation. Well, there's Chico and the Man. I thought it was funny. My father thought it was funny. My mother thought it was funny. It was nice to see one of us on TV, but we didn't say, well, you know what? This needs to be every show. This needs to be every movie. No. It's funny how you have some of the most beloved, let's go with comics. The most beloved comic characters of all time. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. your trinity, your pinnacle. These characters have been around for more than 75 years. Nobody had a problem with them until about a decade ago. Where basically you had idiots in the comic industry say, well, you know what? I got a great idea. How about, and you make Superman, you make Clark Kent a simp. Now you're taking your beloved characters. You're making Wonder Woman a feminazi. You're supposedly Batman is gay now, and like I just said, you turned Clark Kent into a pussy. That is what you've taken with the most beloved characters in comic history. But when it comes to the overall shows that we're seeing, no one gives about representation. No one cares. DEI is killing shows just like it's killing business. It's killing it. The only show right now that's actually worth a damn is on Amazon, and it's called Reacher. That's the only one. It's a fantastic show. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, doesn't matter what race or gender, two genders you're going to enjoy this show. Because the acting is terrific, the storylines are terrific. It's a well-made show. But Amazon also strikes out big time, especially when it comes to the rings of woke, the bastardization of the Lord of the Ring universe. You got to have your good with your shitty. That's how it is in Hollywood these days. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is what's next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue to spread the word about the show. Continue to help the show grow. And we'll see you next time. Peace.